Hey everybody, Aaron here again. In this video, I want to talk about using safety as a sales tool. So in one of my previous videos, the last one in fact, depending on the order of how these get uploaded, I talked about the cost of not doing safety, the cost of having an incident, some things like that. And safety, not doing safety can really harm your reputation and prevent you from getting new business and retaining your existing customers. But today I want to talk about the exact opposite of that. I want to talk about using safety as a sales tool. So the smaller companies that I've worked with over the years, and even medium-sized companies, and well, frankly, even at least one large company, they are learning that having a paper trail and tracking safety KPIs is one of those things that if you have that on hand, it's a very powerful sales tool. So it's common well, it has been in years past, for me to be working with customers who are competing for work. It could be a $5 million contract, it could be a $50 million contract, and they're competing against other companies for this work, and it's quite frankly, it can completely change the course of a business if you can land some of this work, or if you lose some of this work if you already have it. So anyway, one of the things that we've been able to do in the past, and what I've seen get done, is when you're submitting your paperwork for to bid on a contract or for a contract renewal, they typically ask for some very basic stuff. And not in every case, but in some cases, they actually have, there's a series of checks that have to happen before you're eligible to be able to, be considered for that work. And one of the things that I have been able to do in the past is take those requirements and exceed those. Not only provide what they're asking for, but also articulate in a letter, the structure of your program, all of the components, the records that you can supply and provide to prove that you've been doing safety, and writing all that up in a letter. And I have literally seen where companies were actually chosen over another business because they had a strong safety program. But it wasn't just a manual. It was actually, they had been doing safety already for many months or many years, and there was a paper trail that we could use to show, hey, here is all the proof that we have done what we say we have done. And so anyway, if you have, if you're in construction or manufacturing or any kind of business and you're competing on work, I think that, having a really good safety package that you can give to your sales team can go a long way. And the safety people who review this stuff, they can tell the difference between real safety packages and fake stuff. And so anyway, it could make all the difference in winning that next contract or retaining that existing business that you already have, and it can ultimately contribute to tens of millions of dollars, maybe even hundreds of millions of dollars a year in revenue, depending on the size of your company. So if you're interested in checking that out, if you want to know what a safety package like that looks like, if you want to set your company up for future success so that you can have that paper trail and have someone like me write that letter and put that package together, just subscribe to the channel and then go over to the YouTube channel main page and follow the link and contact me. Let's talk about it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.